Right, Ross, this is a whiskey which we've had a brief taste of before, and we loved it.
Yeah, new bottler for the channel, the Heart Cut.
Yep.
But a distillery that also we've been quietly enjoying officially and now independently. So this is a Cotswolds single cask, so another English single malt.
We're getting quite into English whiskies, yeah.
I think while
A couple of Scotch boys, we're sort of, broadening our horizons.
You're not wrong. White Peak Distillery in Derbyshire has opened up our eyes to how good English whiskey can be. And obviously the big names like Bimber have been going for quite some time.
Yeah, Lakes as well.
The Lakes, absolutely.
For a fortune.
Huge.
Yeah, massive future.
But the Cotswolds, so far, I can't find one I don't like.
Yeah.
And this bottling, the Heart Cut, is a couple who run it.
Yeah, so it's Georgie Bell,
Yep.
who has quite a sort of whiskey pedigree. She used to work at Ferfeldy, Dewars, that
she's
company
been
for
part
a
of
while.
global teams, advocacy roles.
Yeah, Diageo as well for a while. I think SMWS is where she started quite early on. So she's got an amazing history, very well connected.
And what they're doing is they're bottling new distilleries, small independents, things from all over the world as well. They've bottled stuff from Illinois. They've bottled Cairo from Finland.
Yep.
So English single malt, we're familiar with it. This one here is a 2010 distillation in virgin American oak. So it is 5 years old when it was bottled at 54.3%.
Nice one.
Just over 360 bottles produced. So
Excellent.
I'm excited to try it because I like virgin oak maturation. In young whiskey, it often presents as older than the reality. And also, we've been talking about how not so important age has become.
Yeah, I think we've tried some amazing whiskies which are 3, 4, 5 years old, which have been absolutely knockout. And I think that's partly what the Heart Cut are trying to do is, allow people to explore whiskies which they might not have stumbled across before. So their thing is they pick whiskies or even specific casks. They say they make what's made the cut. That's always their thing. Why is this made the cut for the Heart Cut? And it's, everything I've had from them has been of exceptional quality, but they've also bottled a wide variety of things as well. So it's been rye whiskey, which isn't particularly to my taste, but there was other people at the event who were really dry that loved it.
And it seems not to be an independent bottler who are doing loads of outturns or getting parcels of casks. Every one of these releases have been collaborative with the distilleries.
Yes.
So they'll go all over the place, get speaking to the people who are behind the liquid, and then choose if it makes a cut for the bottling. So, and it looks brilliant.
Yeah, it looks stunning. It's a really sort of fresh design, very vibrant. The Heart Cut, as we say, is just Georgie and her husband Fabrizio as well. So it is literally just the two of them sort of working from their dining room table, as it were.
So London based. This is their 6th ever release. I quite like that it documents it, so you can get the whole collection essentially. Let's see how it tastes. Looks great. In terms of the Cotswolds, the distillery, what have you had from them?
I had a bottle of their signature, I think it was called. It was their sort of core range thing, and again it was maybe 3, 4, 5 years old, whatever, and it was delicious. 46%. Very sweet, very well-rounded, had a lovely kind of mouthfeel to it, lovely texture to it. Just delicious, I thought. I really want to get stuck into a lot of their single casks that they do to see how that spirit works with.
Seems to be doing really well. Now, the nose here is brilliant, isn't it? Not despite being 54%, it's not the first thing you get. There is definitely a little prickle there, but that virgin oak, that fresh vanilla. That you expect.
Lovely. It's got an amazing finish.
Yeah.
I think nose is kind of fruity and vibrant, as we say. It's very inviting. But you sort of, for me, you lose it a little bit on the palate. Perhaps that's due to the strength, but on the finish, it really comes through again in waves. I think that's a stunning dram.
Really big texture. Wow, it's very sweet.
Yeah.
It's very sweet in the palate, which is to my taste. Now, the virgin oak also does bring a little bit of spice, which again we would expect. And it's not something that we see as full maturation in virgin oak. It's becoming more common in single malt production.
But it can dominate sometimes.
Absolutely.
Kind of overwhelm.
Yeah, but it's something we associate with the American, the bourbon, the rye market.
Yeah.
So quite interesting to try it in isolation here. What else have you tried from the Heart Cut that's been of interest?
I think I had their White Peak bottling, which obviously we're very familiar with the spirit, which is great. I think they've done, I see a couple of bottlings from the US, which have been very interesting. As I say, it's great because trying their releases, you get to explore, sort of push the boundaries of your own comfort zone.
And it's early days.
It is, yeah.
There's a 6-hour release. It's very rare that we're getting this kind of stuff on the channel so early. The palate is brilliant. I actually don't feel the need to add any water to this either.
No.
Whereas ordinarily, looking at the label, I would add water to it. But actually, the palate's brilliant. Just gives it a bit of texture.
Yeah, I think it's nice as well because obviously there's been, it's a 50cl bottle. I've heard a few people say, it's quite expensive for a 50cl. But if you're really into exploring different flavour profiles, often you don't need a 70cl. Once you've had,
I think it's something
10, 15 grams of it, you sort of get it and you want to try something.
It's something that we have criticised with official bottlings from big companies, having the same price, 50cls. For a company like this, where it is literally a one-off release, I guess this sounds very brand orientated, but the smaller bottles, a bigger outturn, more people get to try it.
Yeah, exactly.
And so I'm sure that it's not for the greed. I'm sure.
And I think this one's sold out very quick as well.
If you're trying to grow the brand, if you get 20, 30 more bottles out to 20, 30 more households who go, that was really interesting, then it's the best way to do it, I guess. And also, it looks great, as I said. But really interesting to try the Cotswolds. I think first time on the channel, is it?
I think so, yeah. And really impressive again. Bottler, as we said, really impressive. So
I'd be really interested to try more from the Cotswolds, and I'm sure we'll try more from the Heart Cut.
Absolutely.
Cheers.
Great success. Cheers.
If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more Bevvy content. We want to hear what you think, your best whisky experiences, the whiskies you want us to try. It's a really exciting journey we're on, so make sure to join us. Download the Bevvy app on Google Play and App Store to keep track of your whisky journey, connect with your whisky friends, keep track of your favourites, anything you could ever want to do with whisky, all in one place. It's the definitive whisky companion.